Hi guys, so it's Amelia. We're here again for Pa La Cultura. So I am here with Abismo Ónix. So thank you guys so much for being with me here today. So we're just gonna get into a little bit of what you guys do. So this is a little bit of a different episode. I'm giving you guys something different today. We gotta switch it up. We gotta keep you guys on your toes. So Abismo Ónix, they do bachata, but they also do heavy metal, right?
Yeah.
So it's like bachata and heavy metal together. So we're gonna talk a little bit about how you guys got into that, what that means, and because I know you guys are probably looking at me weird right now, but don't worry, get into it, okay? So I'm gonna just have each of you guys just introduce yourselves real quick.
I'm Julian or Alfonso. Nice to meet you guys. You're the guitar player? No, I'm the guitar player. I'm Andres. I'm the vocalist. I'm Moises. I play bongos and drums.
I'm Rom. I play the bass.
So first of all, just tell us a little bit about yourselves, how you guys got into music, like just how you guys got started with music in general.
Okay. Yeah, before we jump in, I just wanted to say thanks for having us on. I think you're one of the few pages who promotes bachata just for the love of the game. There's a lot of the pages who don't do it for that reason. So it means a lot to be here, and it's great to finally meet you in person. This all came from me, basically. I grew up listening to bachata my whole life. I always loved bachata since I was a baby. And then in college, I ended up really, really, really loving metal. And at some point, I thought to myself, man, which one do I want to play? I really like metal, but I also really like bachata. And then it hit me one day. I was like, why don't we just do both? And I'm really inspired by Aventura, because Aventura did a lot of the hip hop and the R&B stuff and the funk stuff with their bachata, right? So Aventura was really doing what we're doing way long ago. It's just we're doing it with metal. And so I was like, hey, let's just do both. And that's kind of how it started. And then I met the guys, and then we started playing live, and it's just been growing from there.
So, to the question, I grew up in Mexico, so I started when I was 12 years old. Very funny story. My grandma got me into the guitar, and, I was playing the basic things that every guitar goes through, rock, and then I found R&B. And so after I got a contact with Andres from a friend in common we had, I started seeing this project very interesting because it's two genres I don't know before. I've known in a very superficial level, but never explored. So this is a great thing that I thought myself I should get into it, and it's been so cool so far.
All right. I've been playing drums my whole life. Mainly just drum set. I've been playing percussion through school, and then I joined this band just on drums, and it's hard to get consistent players. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play bongos too. And we're just gonna do that.
I started playing bass during the pandemic in 2020, and I just wanted to be in a band that did things different and something that would speak to me, something that's not everyday music that's generic. And then just a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, Moses does bongos and drums, so it's really trippy live. Because we're doing the metal stuff, and then we go to bachata, and then he comes, and he plays the bongos. It's really cool.
Tell us a little bit about, because something that I appreciate and I think is very interesting about your band, which is why I always say when people hear things that are fusion or anything like that, they're always very hesitant, because the first thing they think is they don't want any disrespect towards the culture or towards what the actual genre of bachata is. So tell us a little bit about how you approach doing fusion.
I love both genres so much. I love bachata so much, and I love metal so much that when we're writing the songs, it's really less of a fusion and more of, here's the bachata section, here's the metal section, here's the bachata section, here's the metal section, because again, I love the genre so much for what they are that I try to keep them true to that. In the new EP that we're doing right now, we're kind of having a little bit more fun with it, and so we have some parts that have bongos in the metal part and stuff like that. But for the main albums the new album's gonna come out soon, and the next album after this EP as well. For those main projects or bodies of art, I really try to keep it separate. When you step away from it too much, or when I start adding too many elements to it that are not bachata, I feel like it kind of takes away from it. So I try to stay away from that and just have, here's the bachata section, here's the metal section, and I'm happy with it. Yeah, it's actually a common criticism that we get from a lot of people. They'll message us and say, hey, why don't you think of like fusing them more? Because you guys are not fusing them. You guys are just doing sections. Or why don't you try to put like bongos in the metal part or something like that? And I always tell them like, I love both genres so much that I honestly don't want to fuse stuff like that. I want to just like, here's the bachata part of the song, here's the metal part of the song.
How do you think that you guys' music has been received amongst both communities of like bachata lovers and metal lovers? Like, how do you think they've been received by each of those?
Yeah. The metal community is really receptive. They're like really receptive. I think metalheads in general are always looking for something new, and they're always looking for something like underground. Like in the metal world, it's cool and it's fun to know an underground band and to know something kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they hear our music, they go, "Wow, this is a cool, different thing." And they support us. Like when we go to a metal venue, they're out there like trying to dance bachata, and then the metal kicks in, and then they're starting a pit. Like the metal community is really receptive, very, very, very receptive. Not so much the bachata world.
I'm sure.
Which is fine. Like we make the music that we make, and like if you like it, you like it.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
I think the way that you guys do things is very respectful. So I don't think they really, I don't know. I personally, you guys know I like to talk my stuff. I personally don't think that anybody in the bachata community really has a reason to be upset about it, because I think the way you guys are doing it is very respectful. So I think it's kind of just more like, if it's not your cup of tea, then don't drink it. Like, it's not. Yeah. It's not that serious.
Yeah. If you're a bachatero, or like if you really like bachata, the odds that you also like metal are gonna be like pretty low.
Slim.
Yeah, and especially because the type of metal we do is like it's pretty extreme. So it's not even the most easily like digestible metal like in general for like the general population, let alone like if you like bachata, you also like that. So, but on the other end of the spectrum, it's like if you like metal, then there's a higher chance that they might also appreciate like this weird thing that we're doing. So I think that's another reason why it's kind of just received better by the metal world.
Who has influenced you? Now, mind you, and I'm very transparent about the fact I'm doing this for the people who are on both ends of the spectrum. You know, we gotta please everybody a little bit. I'm definitely not gonna know the metalheads that you're talking about, but who are some people that inspire you guys on both sides, on the bachata side and on the metal side?
The first like metal band that I actually started listening to through Andres was Ginger. So huge metal inspiration for me. On the bachata side, I'm kind of new to it. All the bachata that I've heard is through Andres. So, a lot of the artists that we played with, been a big inspiration, like Jerry Zeno. Huge inspiration. I love everything that he's doing.
And like Moses said, Ginger is a really good metal band that I like to watch too. But yeah, I think maybe this one might.
Yeah, my means goated.
Well, I'm also like new and getting into Bachata, like I said before, but I mean, I've heard it, I've looked about the good other stuff, and for metal, but I did not know much until, you guys were getting me into some of the things like that to hear out and listen to.
You know Kiko though.
Oh, Kiko Lueda.
Yeah.
Oh, that dude. Big influence though. Him and Carlos Santana are like my biggest guitar influences, so that's kind of what I try to, see what I can blend in, but everything to learn more about these. Let
me put y'all on game. So Aventura is a big inspiration, right? Because of what I said with they mixing the genres, they did the bachata, but they had such a different flow and feeling, and they were bringing in this hip hop and R&B feel to it, and like mixing those two genres just something I really loved. Like they all said with Ginger, they're a metal band that mixes very heavy and very soft elements, which is again similar to what we do. We do metal and bachata, and so they were a big inspiration for me to do that. Vocally, I'm very influenced by Infinite Annihilator. Dickie Allen, he's an amazing vocalist, So all my vocal techniques are really like emulated from him. A lot of funk bands too, and then bachata in general, Anthony Santos, Zacarias Ferreira, Hector Acosta, like Alice Alejandra, like just everything. So those are all the inspirations that we pull from a lot, or I pull from when we're making these songs.
you know, you did say it before. It is like, this is like a very niche thing. It's not very common for you to find people who do like live between these two genres and kind of like can appreciate these two things together. But there definitely is, there is a community for it. Absolutely. There is a niche for it. And I think you guys are finding it, little by little. I be noticing stuff. I saw some people online like using your songs and they're like, oh, where are my Dominican metalheads or something like that. I saw a video like that. So you're starting to find community, especially like through social media and everything, of people who do fit into this very niche thing you guys are doing. So how has it been to engage with these people and to find like these people who appreciate this very specific style that you've been trying to go for?
Yeah, it's been great trying to, I guess, find these people who like can relate to our music or like our music. And I guess it's less so us finding them; it's more so them finding us. We just have to keep making music and putting our music out there, and eventually someone will be like, "Wow, this is an interesting thing," and they like it, and then they send it to somebody else who likes it, and somebody else who likes it, and that's just how you grow. And so it's been cool to see this really like niche like group of people who really like our music, which are people who like bachata and people who like metal. Like you said, like, yeah, like we've seen like a couple TikToks, like people using our sound, like the alt Dominicans. It's really cool. It's really cool. Like they're making hashtags like alt Dominicans, and they use our sound on those. I think about a year ago, our song Seraphim went like somewhat viral on TikTok, and that was big for us, because when something goes viral like that, or you get a lot of people commenting on your music, it's kind of scary to see, like, okay, there's a lot of people looking at our music, like, what are they saying?
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, and like as much as you want to say, I don't care what anybody says, like we make like as much as you say that, you still look at the comments and you're like, what are people saying?
Yeah.
And it was amazing to see just like mostly positive things. It was like overwhelmingly positive things. Obviously there's gonna be a couple people who are like, I don't really like this, and that's fine, but the fact that most of it was positive is like crazy. It's been great. It's been fun seeing this happen. And then live, when we play for metalheads, like they're not even Hispanic, like a lot of the times in the places we go to, and they're sitting there dancing bachata to our song. Like they're there, like actually enjoying it, interacting with the people who like our music online and also live is just been great. Been great.
Also, like I feel like you had mentioned to me at one point, didn't you say there's like some type of like metal like festival or something in DR or something?
Oh
I feel like you
yeah.
mentioned that to me at one point.
Yeah.
So that's important for you to mention, because that goes to show like there really is like a community for it. Like if there's metal like events happening in DR, that's literally shows that like that's literally you guys' target audience.
Yeah.
Like,
There is a band in DR right now. They're called Grunhell, I think. I think that's what they're called, and they're starting to make some moves over there. They're not really metal. They're more like I'd say like a hard punk grunge thing. But the point is, like, that's not a very popular genre. Like, if one artist is doing well, then the rest of us are doing well, right? Because they're growing this community of Dominican metalheads and Dominican rockeros, and then they go, oh, what else can we see? And then they find us, right? And this applies to the bachata world too, which is been struggling, right? But like, if somebody makes it, I think the rest of the genre will be helped because of that, right? So like Dalvin La Melodia is like borderline really about to make it, right? And that's really gonna help the genre out, right? If Jerry Zeno were to like blow up, which I hope he does, like that would just help all of the other bachateros as well, because bachata will start getting like this flame and this fire again that people really are wanting to see again.
So what is your favorite song to perform live?
It might be Cave Dog, or it might actually be this new song that we're performing today. Actually, we're debuting it today. It's called The Fly. That might be one of my favorites. False Promise is a great start to our show as well. I don't know. Decree of Royalty is a great end too. I don't know. I can't pick. I'm just listing all our songs now. It's just I don't know. I can't pick one.
Like my favorite one is False Promise.
Okay.
I was like, I've been taking you to it for a bass player.
Probably Seraphim is my number one. Just because it starts off really heavy, and then all of a sudden it's bachata, and it's smooth throughout the whole time. I'm really playing a lot of great licks that the original bongo player recorded, and on top of that, False Promise, same thing. Really loving those cortes.
I really enjoy playing False Promises because of balance. There's all the all the like kind of defines where we pursue like musically and put everything together in one song. But I have a lot of fun. Cave Dog for sure.
Yeah, that one's fun.
It's just hilarious to see people like caught off guard.
Yeah, Cave Dog is fun because we sampled Lucero by Juan Bautista. And so the start of the song is that intro.
Yeah.
And we go like right into like something like just stupid heavy. So that one's always like funny to see like people's reactions.
Yeah.
That one's a fun one, yeah. Yeah. And I guess they all mentioned False Promise. That one is probably if you listen to False Promise, that is probably the most well balanced song we've written in terms of having the bachata and metal like flow into each other. So that is a good song.
This is my last question. So just tell us a little bit about what's coming next for you guys, like any exciting projects that you guys are working on that you want to let us know about.
There's always something happening. We're playing as like when we got offered this, it was like a dream come true. Like I couldn't have dreamed of a more perfect venue, but like we're playing for Latino hardcore crew fest. It's like perfect. It's like like in New York, which is like the heart of bachata besides the DR, right? Because bachata lives in DR in New York. So in one of the hearts of bachata, we're gonna be playing in a Latino hardcore crew fest. That's a big thing. We'll probably have another song drop in December or January with the album. Probably The Fly will drop soon after that, and then we'll drop the EP in the spring, and then start working on the next album. And we're always gonna keep playing live. There isn't one like big thing we're looking forward to. It's just there's always something happening that we're looking forward to. Just like if you just keep an eye on us, like we're always doing something. So just that continuous flow of songs and content and live shows is what we're excited about.
We love to see consistency, you know. We love to see that because, you know, a lot of times it is hard to be an artist, you know, when you're up and coming, you know, you're doing things independently. Like we know it's a struggle, you know, time, money, and all these things. But like, you know, so we appreciate consistency because we see a lot of times, you know, unfortunately things happen, life happens. You have this artist you love, this independent artist, and they're like doing things. And the next thing you know, they didn't drop a song for 2 years. So like, it's always like appreciated to see the consistency.
Everybody says it and everybody knows it. And there's literally like only like 2 or 3 bachateros I can think of who are doing it. It's like, it's not easy, but it's really necessary. And I think if you're aspiring to like do music in any type of way, like you just gotta be consistent. You just gotta get consistent. And that's what we try to do. We try to do it. Just keep dropping music, keep playing live shows, keep making, you know, content on social media, just keep going, and, you know, like, you know, hopefully something happens. But if you're not doing that, like
I really appreciate you guys. I always say I told you guys that I'm brutally honest. So I always say it. I'm like, look, and I told them this before too. I was like, I'm not a metal girl.
Yeah.
I'm not. I tried to be at one point in high school for a boy. I did. I tried real hard. He had me listen to this song and they were yelling. I was like, oh, okay. I tried to pretend to like it, but honestly, but I'm a bachata head. So I appreciate what you guys do because I know that, as I said, I know you guys do it with respect for the culture. Look, if you're hating, calm down. Like, calm down.
I don't know why I'm like this, but like for some reason I kind of like when people are like, nah, I don't like it. I think it's the metalhead in me. I think it's the metalhead in me because metal in general is not the most like easily digestible thing for the general population. Like I said earlier, so I'm always used to like that reaction, like, oh, what is this?
But that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm like as somebody who like I love music and who I like to support musicians. I'm like, look, even if what y'all don't do is not my cup of tea, I'm like, I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate what you guys do. The first time I heard that song with the Lucero going into the metal, I started cracking up. I was like, yo, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
The laughter.
I wasn't expecting it.
The laughter is something that I would like to bring to people, right? Because like, you know, if you listen to bachata in general, you're usually not like laughing, right? You're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna sit down, listen to the song or something, right? For the most part, right? But like, when we do something, like, we want to make people feel like these different emotions. Like, maybe they feel scared listening to our songs. Maybe they feel like anxious listening to our songs. Or maybe like the beginning of the Cave Dog with the Lucero sample, it makes you laugh. Like, what? That's just so silly. So it's just this whole range of emotions we like to bring with our songs.
Yeah, so I appreciated, you know, the shock value. I was like, whoa, okay, this is different. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, look, you don't have to like it, but you can appreciate it, you can respect it, you know. And that's what I hope happens. You find people who love what you do, and if you don't, even if you don't find people who love what you do, you find people who respect what you do. Because maybe, you know, I'm not really that into metal or whatever, but maybe like I know somebody who I'm like, I feel like you'd be into somebody. Honestly, I could actually probably think of a few people that I'm like, I'm gonna send your stuff to them because I feel like they might be into that, you know? So at least there's that, you know? So I'm like, that's why I wanted to have you guys on, because I'm like, look, I want to help you guys find your people, because I know they're out there.
Yeah,
so
no, yeah, they are.
But thank you guys so much for being with us, and I will see you guys next time.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys do great things.
Thank you.
And I'll see you guys next time on Pa La Cultura.
Next
Bye,
time.
guys.